So it's been recently announced that Spongebob Squarepants has been renewed for a 15th season. This is crazy, and honestly, I've seen a lot of really pushback on this, especially from people like in the older generation like me who grew up watching SpongeBob. They kind of see like I don't want to say the downfall of SpongeBob because it's still really funny. Like I've watched every single season. SpongeBob will forever be one of those like feel good cartoons for me to put on in the background or something. So I've watched every episode. It has declined in quality, but at the same time, it's not like this giant downfall that happened. We're going to talk about Season 15 of SpongeBob in just a second. Before we do, though, I do want to say hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's talk about Season 15. So the biggest problem with this, and I've seen other people really point it out, is they drastically changed the animation style. First of all, that from just kids' cartoons being different in general from like when I grew up. I was watching this in the early 2000s, and they were calling each other names. They were hitting each other. It was a lot more like, no, I don't want to say vulgar, but you guys get the point of like old SpongeBob. They were like really roasting each other, and like old SpongeBob is some of the best television that you'll ever watch. Like it's perfect for both adults and kids. But as time kind of progressed, I found myself like, I still laugh at the show, right? Don't get me wrong. And I'm talking specifically about the later seasons, but it just doesn't hit the same. And it doesn't, and I when people say this type of stuff, I'm very quick to go, well, you're just blinded by nostalgia. You like the old stuff, but there actually has been a big decrease in quality. The writing's not the same. I absolutely hate the new animation style. Way too goofy. It is, and I've liked it as it's progressed. Like I want to say like, even till like season 8 of SpongeBob, man, where it's like, you ever see those pictures of SpongeBob, like the evolution of how the characters looked in it? It started like really going downhill in these later seasons, probably past season 10. Like it's just way too goofy. It's like I'm watching, I don't even know. It's like I'm watching a cartoon that just isn't SpongeBob anymore. It lost its identity with the change of the animation. And that's kind of the biggest thing for me because what you're actually watching, like it's the first thing you see before you see the jokes, before you see the writing, before you see the storyline of every single little thing, right? I feel like SpongeBob just lost its identity along the way, but I don't want to say the show is absolutely garbage because again, my girl and I we made it a mission a little while ago to watch every single SpongeBob episode that we haven't seen, right? I thought I've seen every episode, but there's a couple seasons that I actually missed, and don't get me wrong, there's still laughs in the show. Season 15, I will watch that too. Honestly, I will, but it's not going to hit the same. It never will hit the same, and I know I'm not blinded by nostalgia because I seriously still enjoy everything before like these drastic changes really started to hit. I'm having a lot of trouble describing to you, like, you guys have seen it if you've watched the new SpongeBob seasons. You guys have seen the difference in the animation. Something about it is just really, really off-putting. It really is. Like, I guess you could say technically it's better. Like, it's brand new, but they don't look like the SpongeBob characters anymore. It's kind of like, I had the same... I don't know what it's called off the top of my head. I didn't even watch it. I watched like a little bit of it when they just went to like the claymation for that new SpongeBob thing. It's like, why change that? You had it right. You had it okay. Yeah, you know, you can make some enhancements here and there, but I don't want to watch that. I want to watch the cartoon that I know. I want to watch the jokes that I know. And that's another thing they need to do. They need to really, really start like roasting each other. They really need to start like hitting each other hard with things like they used to. You know what I mean? Like there's no episodes of like, well, I say I'm Dirty Dan. There's no episodes where it just gets memed to death now just because it's like, oh, Squidward said this like really, really true thing that we all can relate to now. You know what I mean? Things like that don't exist. And I'm completely unsure if there was a change in writers, if there's a change in anything like that, because I really don't follow it, to be honest with you. But for SpongeBob to return to its former glory, they need to really look into and build upon what they had prior to about season 8. That's what I wholeheartedly believe. I wholeheartedly believe that, but regardless, it'll still be a fun show. It's not like I'm not overreacting like everybody on the internet has been, right? Where it's like, oh my God, let it die, let it rest. This is disrespectful to Hillenburg, you know? So you're seeing a lot of those comments, but regardless, no matter if it comes out, there'll still be some laughs. It'll still be a fun show. I'm glad that it's getting renewed, to be honest with you. But this is where I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know what you think down below about a new season, a 15th season of SpongeBob SquarePants airing, and I would love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new here and you enjoy the content, please consider hitting the like button up on the channel, and subscribe. If you're brand new on the screen right now, you'll have 2 videos from the Clenema channel if you'd like to continue watching something about movies, about shows. I will see you either there or in the next video, guys. Take care.